We can also add these functions to favourites. There's a little gold star down in the bottom section here that says add current function to favourites. So for example, if you wish to save this transaction as a favourite, you could click on the little gold star. What I would suggest though is that you only save blank forms as favourites. The reason for that being that you don't want that student's details to come up every time you select that favourite. So if I clear the screen, unclick the link favourite to current data and click OK, if I now go to my Favourites tab, you can see that the student transaction has been added to my favourites. We might search for another transaction and add it to our favourites. We go back to search, type in study plan. Again, watch your spelling. I'm presented with a number of options. I want this transaction, the one that just says study plan. I double click. Wait for the transaction to open. Now you can see the study plan is blank. Again, remember, add it to your favourites. Click on the little gold star, uncheck the box, and click OK. If we go across to our favourites, you'll see now study plan has been added to our favourites. We can now retrieve our student details. Again, as before, if we don't know the student ID, we can search by name. Remember, my student's name was Test and his first name was John. If I retrieve, I can click and bring up his ID. And because John is only admitted to one course, it automatically knows that I want to look at his study plan. In this case, John is admitted to the Cert 4 in Community Services work, CHC 40708. You can see the course is displayed in the top box called Study Package Code. We then have the version and the attempt. We'll talk more about those in a later video. You can see that the study plan is basically a grid, which is an electronic representation, if you like, of the training plan that you will have filled out for John at enrolment. There are a number of fields to go through here. The first row at the top is the course admission, and below it are listed the units. The year in the first column, the type of unit in the second column, study package code, the liability category, that is their fund source, the version and the attempt. Again, we will talk about that in more detail. The unit title, the status of the unit or the course. So at course level it's admitted. The units are either planned or enrolled. The effective date, that is the date that the student was admitted to the course or enrolled in the unit. These fields are blank. We'll talk about those more when we come to talk about participation. The grade column, currently blank, which will be populated once we have results for this student. The study period, the location, the attendance mode, and so on and so forth. You can scroll across if you wish to see all the fields using the slider bar. But we have configured the study plan so that the fields you really need to see are displayed in the first screen. Again, as per the student search, this screen has the panel down the side, actions to perform on save, the links to other functions. And there are a number of links which in future training sessions will become more clear to you. And again, the sections to display. That concludes the initial searching and saving of favourites in SMS. Further videos will cover more detail around participation and resulting.